Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. And I'm sharing my first live Facebook presentation to you all with a very important message, which is the sharing of a visualized meditation that I want to share with you and all the members and beautiful members of this planet, in which we can join together our intentions, our hidden powers of love to heal this planet, not only from the present viruses, from all toxicities that we have accumulated by our own ignorance in the past. This is what I mentioned, I call in my books the lessons of love. And the lessons of love for us who are less aware or less awakened maybe seem like unjust suffering, senseless suffering, which seems that right now is going on in the minds of many people. We have to understand the responsibility that God or the creative intelligence of this universe gave us with our free will when He allowed us to make the decisions to be partners in the creation of the experience in this planet, but at the same time to make us responsible as adults of the consequences of these actions. This is very important. If we don't accept our responsibility, but here I will not use the word guilt because I don't believe in guilt. Responsibility is a feeling of sharing. We're together in this. Guilt is a feeling of loneliness, or I feel I'm so important or I am so guilty of the situation. That's a different feeling. Guilt is associated with our ego, and responsibility is associated with the empathy of love. Let us get back to the point I'm here for. You can find this in my books later, all this I'm talking about. But let's talk about meditation. First, before I go on, please allow me to introduce myself because I'm a total stranger to many of you. I'm not a known person in the media. I'm just a Puerto Rican physician. I am I'm 75 years old. I am a retired pediatric surgeon. And now I'm just practicing what I call integrative medical care and orientation and medical coaching on how to live our lifestyles in the manner to benefit our bodies, which includes the physical, alimentary, and spiritual aspects of our life. And that's what I'm purpose do. And what I do is share, as I do in my books, my own experience of transformation throughout the years, which has been 75 years is quite a long time, and how I have evolved and learned to tolerate myself and to love myself, even if at times I failed to do that in the past. That's what basic of forgiveness is. And that's I want to share with you some of my thoughts by this media, which I hope is not the last time. And the best way to do it right now is to talk about a meditation that I have visualized that could help us heal this planet in our health. First, let's talk about meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is, some people confuse it with a very complex technique and yoga and positions and mantras and all. No, meditation is a simple prayer. There are different types of prayer that we do. There are prayers that call upon by singing, by speaking, by talking from me to the source of the universe, God, in a different styles and different perspective, because according to our own beliefs and what God is, we'll talk to Him in that manner, and we communicate by it. It's more like a telephone call with not wireless, and it's like you're connected to a wire, and the wire goes there, and he gets the message. We call up, and then we hung up. The other meditation is more like a wireless type of communication, in which we first visualize the message. We use our minds to create the message, the visualization, and then we send it in a wireless manner to the source. This process of communication has less interference, less chances of being interfered with, that is wire communication or communication through regular means. So meditation is a very efficient way of communicating from our heart to the heart of the universe. It's simple. That's what I'm trying to communicate. I learned it from my teachers in the past. I spent many years studying Tibetan Buddhism, Christianity, and different ways of style of meditation. And it took me a long time to learn the essence of meditation with my teachers. That it's simple. It's just sit down, be quiet, fill yourself with love, and share it. Do nothing else. Nothing too complicated. Learn how to do that. And then when you get up of your cushion, you carry that intention to your life. By carrying the intention to your life is the purpose of meditation. Some people forget that when you go to a retreat, it's not to stay in the retreat, it's to come out and share your experience. And then it's like practicing for a baseball game. You have to practice and make sure you hit the ball well and throw it well. But if you don't play the game, you're not ever going to enjoy the process of playing. Winning or losing, whatever it is. That is what life is about. By meditating, by practicing, by going to retreats, by studying with different teachers, by reading the Bible, we got to go out and share what we learn in our hearts with our fellow beings. That's my message for you. And let's go to the meditation right now. In meditation, the ambiance that we create is very important. It should be in a very quiet place. We should not be interrupted. I already talked to my secretaries and to my wife who's taking care of my office here today, that please, I'm going to be sharing a meditation. Do not send me messages. Do not interrupt me. Thank God the outside is pretty calm because of the way the coronavirus has cut down on the people traveling around. So it's just quiet. It's perfect. The city has become a mountain. We usually like to go to mountain places, high places above, and where we can see the universe, or go by the seaside to calm our minds. We love that. It's nice. Sometimes we go into a little corner in a room with some candlelights and beautiful statues and beautiful tankas. That is good too. But right now the universe has quieted down the cities for ourselves. And we can meditate anywhere we go. There's quietness. The people have been able to keep their mouths shut for a while and leave us alone to ourselves. So this is the perfect time. The first thing you do, let's sit in a relaxed posture. It doesn't have to be lying down and crossing your legs in the typical Vajra. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I'm 75 and it's very difficult for me to sit down and cross my legs and do Vajra posture. So I sit in a nice comfortable chair like this one. My back is straight. I don't rest up on my back. I keep my head relatively straight. I try to make it a little bit slanted downwards. I relax my shoulders. See, I was not supposed to be interrupted, but I was interrupted. Apparently my wife didn't remember what I was doing. Okay, let's go on. I relax my shoulders. So you have to take it easy in life, because that's the way to get yourself in stress. So you let your shoulders relax down, and then we start focusing in our eyes. Some people like to keep their eyes open in a natural position. Some people like to keep them closed. Relax without forcing them into a closed position. Whatever you feel. Some people like to keep them semi-open, and that's fine too. Any position that you feel comfortable with, it's fine. And then the final is the ventilation or the respiration. Now that everything is ventilators and respirator, let's focus on our ventilator and our respirator. And what we want to do is breathing relaxed, in a relaxed manner, and breathe out, exhale in a relaxed manner. Some people prefer the breathing in through the nose and then breathing out through the mouth, but there's different traditions. You can do it in any manner you feel relaxed. But the thing is to be calm. When you breathe in, visualize light, joy, forgiveness, healing. And you exhale negativity, anger, disease, darkness. Again, we breathe in light, beauty, healing, love, and we exhale emotional negativities, anger, darkness. That's a way to start a meditation. Usually do that maybe 10 to 15 breathing patterns until you feel relaxed enough to dedicate to focus in your mind and being ready to visualize the meditation we're going to do. Join me now in this beautiful meditation we're going to do for our planet Earth. The first thing we have to do is understand that the way to strengthen our intentions and our actions is to join together, either physically or mentally. This intention of joining together strengthens whatever increases the possibility of our desires. So here we're going to visualize that all the beings in this planet, all the parts of this planet, all over the world, all countries, all beings, all races, all religions are visualized. We're going to visualize and create holding of our hands in a weave or a pattern or a fabric that will cover the earth. The first thing that we have to do is visualize those that we know better. Our family, joining our hands together. And then our families, joining hands together of our neighbors and the friends of our family. Then the friends of our family, joining together the hands of the friends of the family. Then we see all our country and all the people in our own country, wherever we are, or our state, joining together their hands in the similar manner. And then we continue, and then we break the barriers of our country, and then we see all the countries and all the people of this earth and all the races joining together their hands, making an immense weave or fabric, like a great beautiful fabric that will cover our planet. And we visualize this happening in a counterclockwise manner around our planet. And we see it wrapping around with hands, and joining this strength. And suddenly, our planet is barely visible because all we see is that beautiful human nature covering this planet. This protective weave is based on love. And since love is based on light, we are going to strengthen this weave together by reaching the source of light, which is our sun in this universe, in this galaxy. And we visualize that the light, beautiful brilliant light of the sun, comes into the top of our heads, to our crown chakra, and invades us and brings the light into our heart center. And it goes all the way into our heart center. And then in our heart center, this light amplifies, goes brilliant, more brilliant, and more brilliant. And then this light is shared to everyone on this human chain of hands that come together. And we share this light with everybody. So then all the hearts of the people on this beautiful tapestry light up in brilliance. This brilliance is like a beautiful diamond that is shared with us. And then from our heart center, after we share this beautiful love light, we then irradiate the center of our planet with this beautiful light. And you really bombard it, and you flush it, and you flush it, and you see it brighten up, and the planet just brights up and becomes brilliant. It becomes our sun. Our planet becomes a sun, which basically someday will occur in the manifestation of this universe, and becomes a brilliant sun. And this sun and this brilliant sunlight and radiation will purify anything that we have created in our unawareness of the toxicity we have done to our planet. Those rules we have broken, the lack of ecologic consciousness, the lack of awareness of its resources, the lack of sharing the wealth of this planet, which is more than just the green money that we exchange. Those are our mistakes. The diseases that we have created by our lack of care are all healed by this brilliance. You see it purify. It purifies all the energy that we have created and left in our, what we call our DNA, because this planet has a DNA, and it joins us all together like in our hands in this DNA, and we're purifying our mistakes because we repent and we understand that we didn't understand the awareness of joint togetherness, of inclusiveness that we were supposed to be aware. This lack of inclusiveness is what we call selfishness, in which separates all men into races, into religions, into countries, and it doesn't let them get together and love each other, as given and told by our teachers of many religions. Now let's stay in this state of joy, of cleanliness, of purification of each one of us and of our planet as we share and we sit for a couple of minutes as with this brilliant tapestry we have created with our minds continues healing our planet, our hearts, our emotions. Let's take a couple of minutes in this silence and join me in this. Very well. Now we go back to our awareness, to our own self, yet we are still connected to all these billions of human beings that share our planet. We're connected physically. At the end of this exercise, although we will be disconnecting because we have to separate and go our own ways physically from our hands, we will keep a heart connection that we will never lose with each one of us in this planet. This never separates. As same as that our connection to the source of light, our sun, never separates from our connection to our creator or intelligence creator, never separates. So when we finish this meditation, Don't forget to keep the awareness that we're all connected. And don't lose the opportunity to continue healing others by your intention. Now let's just give thanks for this opportunity. I give thanks to you, to all who have been patient to hear my meditation. I give thanks to all my teachers. I give thanks to God, to the Buddha, to Lao Tse, to all those beings, to Allah, all those beings that have created and tried to teach us this message of love, but we have been stubborn and have not paid attention. It's not the intelligence fault, it's a lack of awareness has kept us apart as human beings and taken into this path of suffering that we have created right now. So let's share this intention to all, for all beings, to all our teachers, and give thanks for it. And I thank you especially for sharing with me. I hope this is not the last time we meet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.